Hello everyone, I'm here at Buttermilk Falls in Ithaca, New York, one of our beautiful state parks that we have here, to make an unfortunate video. So I've been dreading making this video because I love my car. It's a phenomenal car. And every time anybody asks me how the car is, one word sums it all up. It's phenomenal. I feel like I'm driving a car from 10 years in the future. Absolutely love it. But unfortunately, I'm one of those people who had some issues that have come up. I didn't notice them at delivery. Part of it's because I was just so enamored with the car, I think, that I just didn't notice this stuff. And other things didn't show up until I was actually using them. So I'm gonna do my best to show you everything wrong, and I have a little list on my tablet because unfortunately it does require a list. So right now I'm gonna spin the camera around and I'm gonna try to show you guys some of the stuff that's going on. Well, unfortunately this is a brand new problem. I have easy entry set up on my car. So I opened my door to get in and my seat just moved all the way forward. The one feature that had been working really well, so now I'm gonna have to move this back so I can actually sit in the car to show you a couple of the other problems. All right, so here we go with one of the problems. When I close either of the front two doors with the windows down, the window rattles inside the door. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me try it again. So I made an appointment for that, which is a whole other issue that I'll get into. That I think is a whole separate video so far of just the back and forth I've had or not had trying to make a service appointment for all this stuff. And in the conversation, they told me that that's normal. Because there's no window frame, that's just how it is. So I can't imagine a high-end luxury car actually doing that. Again, let's see if we can do it. See if you can hear it. Yeah, so that rattle on both sides. Come on, Tesla. Like that's not a $100,000 car. I actually didn't even notice this problem until I was at the National Drive Electric Week event in Poolsville, and somebody pointed this out. So you can see the weather stripping right here. This is a little dented, little pushed in there, and it looks to be from this piece right there. This side really isn't that bad, but then you check out this side. So it looks like the door's misaligned or something, and see how much further this piece is sticking out than it is on the other side. Again, when I made an appointment, they told me that's probably normal. They have to look at it, but they weren't sure that they could do anything about it. And here it is on the other side. This side is perfect. Not even close to touching. The piece is right there. And then on this side, yeah, this side is perfect as well. But you can see how like this side is in further. So it looks like on the part that's damaging the weather stripping a lot, it's just out really far and it's loose. Oh. So hopefully they can fix that when they do eventually come out here. All right, so this one might be hard to see. I'll do what I can to try to get it on video. But right there is a rubbing mark on the window. This was one of the first things I noticed just from using the back windows. I noticed this pretty quickly. Hopefully you can see that against the clear blue sky. Something inside the door is rubbing on the window, creating this mark. So here's the next issue. This one just showed up a couple days ago, and this is some kind of weather stripping that is sticking out from the door. Now, I have seen this on forums, so I don't think this one is too out of the ordinary. I've already tucked this in a couple times, but it keeps coming back out. So what I have to do is open the door, and I'm not even sure really where it goes. That looks like a piece of paint on there, which isn't good. And so I just kind of poke it back in there, and then I close the door. But that's obviously not right, and it's just sitting in there. Not even sure what it does or where it's supposed to go. But that's another one that just came up that I will have to let them know about and hopefully fix. Okay, I've already lost track of how many problems I've covered so far, but here's another one. So you're not going to be able to probably see this one, but there's a couple spots in there that were scratched. So this buckle was scratched in an angle motion down here right down to the silver. So it was obvious, unfortunately. So instead of having them take everything apart just to replace this buckle, I just took a Sharpie marker to it and covered that up. Nobody's ever going to know that except for me, well, and you guys. But that was just a weird little thing that if I'm spending all that money on a car, how is the buckle scratched? So that was another weird little one. I've also noticed some phantom issues with this rear door. I have the dog crate in here, but it's pushed far enough back that it's not in the way or anything. And it's only happened twice so far, I think, but the door wouldn't close because it sensed something around. Now on to the last problem. So if you watched my last video when I discovered all this, here is the last issue. So this is the mysterious hole that is here in my rear diffuser. This was here at delivery. And these are Tesla stickers that you can see right on there. Prior to discovery, I had pulled the stickers off, thrown them away, not thinking much of it, until I got back under here to install the trailer hitch. That's when I saw the hole after I had thrown the stickers away already. I covered a lot of that in this previous video, so check that out if you're curious. But this is the first issue that I discovered with my brand new car. Hopefully the issues stop coming, because I really love this car. So I think that's about 9 problems, something like that, that I'm having with this car. There's going to be another video about the service issues I'm having. I think I have a service appointment, but we'll see. I've had to go back and forth with them a few times. But a couple things I wanted to address because some people had questions about them. I'm going to again look at my tablet here. So number one, somebody had mentioned just return the car. You have a 7-day window. But unfortunately, here in New York State, in order to get the $500 tax rebate check, so it's not actually a credit, it's a rebate on the car, I had to actually sign a paper to forfeit the 7-day return window. So that wasn't an option for me. It still wouldn't really have been an option. I didn't want to do that, but just wanted to address that point because it was brought up. Another person had asked in the video in which I discovered the hole, what happened to the stickers? Like I said earlier, I just pulled them off and threw them away, thinking it was an extra sticker they forgot to take off or something. So those stickers are just gone. And then during my video about picking up the car, when the Falcon Wing door wouldn't open on the driver's side, that was just a sensor issue. Some people had asked if I got them to fix it or do anything with that. When I pulled it forward, and I forgot to film this because again, there was just so much going on. But when I pulled the car forward and then operated the doors, they were fine. I tested a few times in other parts of the parking lot as well, and it was fine. So it was just sensing something that was a little too close. I don't think that car next to it was very close, but yeah, I guess the car did. So regarding the trailer hitch, when I was trying to put that in there, that was totally my fault. I wasn't turning that dial far enough. And I thought I was, but I wasn't. So that was totally my fault. It was actually my father, who doesn't even own a Tesla, said, "Hey son, I think you're not turning that dial far enough." So I gave it a try again, and yeah, he was right, I was wrong, and all is solved on that front. This really sucks. I have no idea why this is happening. All of a sudden, my easy entry isn't working. So this is the second time I just got in the car to roll the windows up and maybe get another shot over by the waterfall, and this reverts all the way to the front. Let's see what happens actually. Let's close the door. So I'm gonna let it go to my settings. So I have my seat settings and everything programmed to me when I'm driving the car, to my key fob, and Allison, my wife, has settings that she wants if I ever let her drive the car. So right now it's on me. Let's open the door. So it doesn't do anything. Usually it would go to easy entry. So let's close the door. I'll hit easy entry. Oh, and it's moving all the pieces, and now it's fine. Oh, Tesla, you got to figure this stuff out, man. This is rough. Here I am at the base of the waterfall. It's really not running too strong right now. We haven't had a whole lot of rain. But yeah, I guess that's about it. That's quite a list of things, and I don't think I'm a picky person. I knew this going into it. Like, I knew that Tesla had some small issues. I considered myself lucky because I didn't see a whole lot of stuff at delivery. Unfortunately, they were still there. One other one I was actually reminded of as I was rolling up my windows is that the windows squeak. It's a very small annoyance, but that's something, again, I don't think should be there in a car that costs more than $50,000, let alone $80,000. So hopefully this helps some of you guys. I love the car. Despite all of these issues, I still tell everybody the car is phenomenal. I would buy it all over again. It's a great car. I'm not upset by the issues. I hope they get fixed, but I would still buy the car again. So if you are considering a Tesla, just keep all this stuff in mind. I don't think you could even possibly find all these problems at delivery. So don't even expect that. You're gonna probably have to live with some issues, unfortunately. But it's still a great car. I feel like I'm driving a car from the future. It's awesome. I smile every time I leave the house, and anytime I have to drive anywhere, I'm just happy to be in this car. So it's been, I bought it on the 6th. It's been almost 1 month of ownership right now, and I have about 3,500 miles on it. A lot. Like, I have been driving this thing everywhere, all over the place. I've been putting it through its paces, and I love it. It's got great power. It's a great car. I highly recommend it. And if you do get one, again, just be prepared to have a few slight issues. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope it helped somebody out there. See you guys.